Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. All right, we are ready to do the weekly for the 4th of May, 2025. That's the week of. We're going around the world from Aries to Pisces. All right, thank you all for your continued support. Timestampers, thank you. All right, I'm going to do this week's read a little differently because I want to use my new tarot cards, the Raw Truth Tarot. If you haven't seen it, here it is. It is going to be available soon. Okay, let's go. Aries. Wow, I love it. The Lovers. The Lovers. Hold on, let me make sure you can see it. Wow, and the Knight of Cups. Are you kidding me? And the Sun. Oh my God. Stop. There's like no reason to clarify these, right? So this is a beautiful, look at these brilliant colors. I love this deck. It's the Marichetti deck, I think. So happily in love, an offer of love being given and or received. Yeah? We are in love. We're ready to make that offer. The Seahorse on the Knight of Cups. Look at how beautiful that is. They're watching you. Not in a freak out. It's not freaky and weird, you know. It's not stalkerific. It's actually really with these right here. Look at the faces. How honestly just it's a face of I know who I want. I know who I love. I know who makes me happy. And I embrace it. I don't know. I'm hearing let's dance. Who's that? Bowie, right? Bowie? Yeah, I love that song. It's a great song. I'm also seeing here, I'm seeing the theater, opera, ballet. Are we going to something? Are we going to be offered to go to a ballet, an opera, the theater? I mean, I don't even know what's playing, but wow, right? Spirit with this Leo card, the Sun, the energy and spirit of the illuminating how someone feels is like, why? Not, we don't need a why, but it is why someone's coming directly to you and or, right, giver, receiver, whatever, whoever is on the receiving end and or giving end, wants to acknowledge that I know you're the one, you make me happy. I may have suppressed it for a minute or so, but I understand that I need to gather that courage to get there. And I'm definitely, without question, getting there. All right, let's use, so I'm using my clarifying deck. Okay, let's just see. What else does Spirit want to say? I mean, it's beautiful. Hose, I'm done with them. That's exactly what this is. I love it. I'm done with the hose. I want the real deal. And that's truly a progression. There's a progression here of maturity, not chasing. And that's another, oh, can we talk about how attractive that is for a man to know the essence that the feminine provides is not chasing. She's become, and or he's become, knowing where he's gotten to this point, and or she. There's two masculines here. So we could have Aries, you could have Leo and or Cancer, Leo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart. And or Gemini, sorry. The Watcher. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's not freak. It's not a freak. It's an admiration. Someone's admiring you and vice versa. Wow. Okay, so that really, honestly, it's time for, like, I feel it. I feel it's like, it's time for some relief. Don't you feel it? I mean, comment below. Let me know what's going on, how you're doing. I read your comments. You know, let's stay in the game. I don't know why I said that, but something about let's stay in the game, right? Let's not lose hope. Okay, Taurus. Hierophant. Oh, your card came out. I love it. Commitment. 5 of Cups. So something has to change emotionally. And the 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you right now, someone's not putting in the work like you are. For sure. You're putting in the work, and a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is not. Why? Because is it too easy for them? Seriously. Is someone not in it for the long haul? What emotionally are they not showing you, and or are they not emotional? Are they not in it emotionally? Because when we look for a solid relationship, and when we say we want the one, we must be emotionally, financially, spiritually, mentally solid. This is not solid, and it's a 5. So we're like, okay, we need to have there needs to be some changes with regard to, you know, what I see in someone else not reaching out. Taurus, someone's saying you're not emotionally in it. And it's reflecting upon them. They're saying it's you. And you're saying, I've been the stronghold here. Use your intuition. Spirit's saying, and that's where the Hierophant comes in. Use your intuition, because honestly, Taurus, you already know. You know you know. Why am I even saying it when you know? Use your intuition. Are you a fool for love? Ask yourself that. Right? Unemployed. Okay, I didn't mean to like laugh, but seriously, you're carrying the weight of this relationship. You're carrying it financially, unemployed. You're carrying it emotionally, they're not in it. You're carrying it as a crutch, as someone's codependent. Someone is codependent on you. Now, are you willing to just say okay to that? Come on, Taurus. I mean, you got to ask yourself, and I don't need to ask Spirit because you already know. Is it just the physical? Does someone just like, you know, rock your world in bed so all that other stuff can like be pushed under the carpet? Because that's sometimes what happens when we're fools for love. Right? All right. I love you guys. Seriously. What's going on with my hair, right? Okay. Gems. What's going on? Gemini. Oh my gosh. Should we stop right now? I love it. 10 of Pentacles. So I also love the depiction in this card where we have the bluebird. Bluebird is all about speaking up for yourself. Ten of Pentacles is not just the financial abundance. It's also the abundance of, I know my worth. I speak the truth of my worth. Because when I look around, I need to make sure that my circle of friends, family, etc. are totally seeing me, respecting me, understanding, learning, and listening. And that is not about ego in any way. That is about being aware of who you are and what you bring to the table. There's a big difference. Five of Cups came out. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here with the Nine of Wands reversed. So here's, they want me to say the culprit. The culprit is, do you not feel, or does a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sag, they're not feeling it. See, they don't see you like I see you. Okay, now they want me to say it. Holy crap, they do. Think about it. I see you with vision, clarity, but the ICU is, oh my God, we're in emergency mode. Someone could be in the ICU, just saying, don't panic. I'm going to clarify. But I also feel this ICU per se is someone doesn't see your worth and value you. They're probably, I'm just going to say, a little side-eyeing, or has been in the past, kind of side-eyeing the Gemini. Like, are you for real? Are you for real? Because I don't have that feeling about myself. So if I don't feel that about myself, how can I possibly see that in you? You got it? It's massive. You don't, Gemini, for reals, you don't want to be in a Ten of Pentacles like, oh my God, I have done so much work on myself. I have progressively, intellectually, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially evolved. And I am not going to entertain someone who's not there with me on the same page. I mean, for real, right? You can't have a 5 with a 10. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just, you know what it is. I mean, really, come on. I'm hustling. Someone's been working their butts off, because it's not so much, and I'm telling you, if that's you, Gemini, which I feel it, I feel like you have worked so hard on yourself over the past 10 years. And the progression has been, for some, it's obvious. You're not the same Gemini that people thought they were going to get. And yeah, you know what? Let's just put it this way. When you say, I don't know which Gemini I'm getting, you're getting the one that's hustling. You're getting the one with the Ten of Pentacles that's worked their ass off over the last 10 years to become what they see themselves as. Now, if you don't fit that role, then there's distrust. So someone, I'm going to say it, Gemini, don't get upset with me. Someone you're hanging with, or others that are giving you that side eye, they don't trust you. You know why? Because they don't trust themselves. Do you know why? Because you're the 10. You have been hustling to progress, to become someone who has honorability, pentacles. Hello, pentacles, stability. You have rebuilt your foundation from the ground up, inside and out. And someone else is saying, I don't trust that, because they don't trust themselves. So, hello. And then there's a proposal. Ooh, does someone want to attach to your, let's just say, apron strings? Or should we say financial strings? Be mindful of this proposal, especially if it comes with someone who has distrusted you either now or in the past. I'm just saying. All right, they want me to look at the bottom. Missing you hard. Got it. Okay. Someone could miss you hard, but if someone doesn't trust you, Gemini, because they don't trust themselves, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. That's why I did these cards. Let's call a spade for sure. So why would you even entertain someone who doesn't see and or seem to see you for how you've grown? Cancers. Cancers. Let's get some good cards. Oh, I love it. The Devil's reversed. So we're talking no more fear and or everything else that goes with it, because we have, some of you have released your ego of fear, jealousy, greed, distrust. Yeah, for sure. Being ignorant, if you will. And then we have the Death card. So you have transformed. Cancers, something's made you change. And it's that white rose. Some of you, white roses. Oh, now I understand. It is death and rebirth. Now I understand what the white rose, which is what, Cancers? The white rose of truth. We have Leo and Scorp here and Capricorn. So I'm telling you right now, something's ended and you're happy about it. So that makes me feel good. And it also makes me feel like you decided to get out of a toxic environment and or toxicity of your own volition and say, you know what? I want to be happy. So no matter what transpires, I've realized. I mean, that's what we're here for. Self-realization. So I realize the errors of my own ways, meaning I realize what I've been doing that isn't really honorability, responsibility, accountability, etc. I now know and I see. So as you can see here, which is beautiful, the Death card, her eyes are closed. The Sun, her eyes, and the eyes are open. So someone has become very aware of what they didn't want, who they had become, who they are transforming as, and I just know that I want to be happy. So what makes me happy is my ultimate goal here as a beautiful Cancer. Got it? I mean, hello. Use your intuition. Okay, so that came out also for, was it Aries? So you may be dealing with an Aries, but I don't have it here, but it still could be. Timing was off. So Cancer, you could have had situations where you realize that if you had met someone or a side piece or a third party, or I feel it's, wow, I thought I was happy, but ... I see that. I thought I was happy, but someone caught my eye. Someone caught my eye. And now I've realized what it is that makes me happy and what it is that I choose in my life. Oh, you have 2 more here. Let's put these down and see what it is. The Watcher and Not Chasing. Okay, so that came out in Aries, I think. Aries and or Gemini. You do have Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn. So you're using your intuition. You might have met someone, and I'm going to say it. Don't get upset. Okay? Because we're not here to judge, to criticize, to condemn. We are not here to do that on the earth plane. We are here, this read and my channel is to assist the evolution of self-realization. Therefore, to use your intuition means you have finally come to the understanding that you have progressed, and that the timing might have been off with someone that you had, maybe you met, but you're already in a relationship and or marriage. And you're like, you know what? I'm not chasing them, even if you're single and or not. It's like, I'm not chasing this person because I know now, huge difference. I know now that being codependent, being fearful that someone would see me for who I really am. You know, I feel like some of you found another person. Maybe it started out as a friendship, but you knew that you have to end that friendship and or connection because you know what makes you happy. And I feel that you realize that this relationship and or, you know, seeing someone from the outside, like you're seeing one's life from what it looks like on the outside. You're not seeing someone's internal essence. And because of that, I feel like you walked away. And for others of you, you may have seen for a minute how, I don't know, jealousy, sex, drugs, rock and roll could have, you know, reeled you back to a place where you may have felt like, wow, this feels really familiar. So you meet someone, it's totally not the time to meet them because you're already in a relationship or maybe just not feeling like you want to start something new, right? And this person or you felt like it's best that we're either not friends, we don't get together, we're not on the same page, you're taken, I'm taken. It's not a good situation. Timing is also about the vibration frequency of one and the other. So I can tell you right now that with the frequency of the devil reverse, someone had to extract themselves from, you know, being stuck or honestly, self-sabotaging relationships, because that's what they do. Maybe that's what you do, but you've realized that that's not your go-to. No longer do I want to do that. I want to be happy. And I'm going to end whatever parts of me I need to release, and also other people in my circle that need to be released that are not showing me my highest self. They need to show you and like add value. And since they're not, they had to go away. Okay? And if you're stuck, I'm just going to say it, don't get upset. If you're stuck in a marriage and or a relationship and you can't get out of it, and you meet someone that you thought was, oh my God, this is perfect, someone still feels they can't get out of a commitment. Sorry. Someone may feel like they can't get out of a commitment. Maybe you're trying. Cancer, let me know. For sure. Let me know. All right, Leo. Leos. Well, okay. You could be a Cancer, Leo, cusper, or have Cancer in your chart because it came out. Leos, you're starting over. Hello. Oh my God. I love this. You're starting over and you're taking that mask off. Look. Like one of the many masks that we all wear is coming off. Like, I want to start new. I'm happy. I'm in charge and I am manifesting. And you know how I'm manifesting? I'm manifesting through the eyes of life experience. I've been around the wheel many times. I'm an old soul, for sure. Some of you are connecting with the other side, for sure. Maybe a father, grandfather, if you will. It's a masculine. It could also be a child with a fool. Someone is connecting with you from the other side, telling you, hey, I'm happy. I want you to be happy. I want you to take what you know, and I want you to expand your vision, and I want you to take your energy to places where you'll be happy. So some of you are traveling for sure. Some of you are traveling to Europe. I want to say to the promised land. I do. I also feel Vegas. And I see the doggy. Some of you have a doggy or you just got a doggy. But this dog could also be a companion. It could be a cat, whatever. It could be an iguana, who knows? It could be a snake. But you have an animal and or animal totem who provides that trust in the world. Trusting in the world. And why do I say that? Because when you reverse God, dog is God. So that essence of an animal, any animal, whether it's a dog or whomever, is emitting the essence of trust. And trusting your path, knowing who you are, and elevating your vibration to a higher power, for sure. Someone's coming in from the other side with this. Look at that. Look at the essence. Your fingers could be tingling. That's certain things, like certain body parts tingle when we connect with spirit, right? It could be our crown chakra. It could be any form of our body. And for some of you, your essence of the fingertips, Reiki healing, such. There's what they're saying. Some of you love to play cards. You do play cards. You could be a reader for sure. But I feel as if you hold the essence of truly the universe within you and you know it. Wow, that's massive, right? Self-discipline. Some of you are learning about the planetary alignments, but also having the self-discipline to go for it and not to listen to the naysayers. I'm not going to listen to those people who are side-eyeing me saying, I don't know if I really trust what you're saying. Like, I'm going to say it. I have in this deck, I call bullshit, but I call bullshit. Baggage. Someone feels like, and I'm going to say it, you're connecting with the other side, right? If you're a reader or whatever, connecting with a sun, which is the sun, a masculine sun. Could be feminine, but I see masculine first. you're connecting with a son and or a grandfather or father on the other side. They're telling you their baggage. They're telling you their story. They want to tell you their story. It could be a smidge you're in your dreams, but a son and or a grandfather father is coming to you to explain to you their baggage, what they dealt with in life, how they had to overcome certain things, and how you should not allow anyone to compromise you and your talents. Leo, that's massive. You have spirit guides here that are watching and protecting you. But they're saying, keep yourself disciplined, meaning don't compromise your standards, yourself, for others. Don't hold back. That's massive. Wow. Because others are bringing their baggage of, what's it called? Their egos. They're bringing their baggage, or they have brought their baggage. And you're like, you know what? If someone doesn't trust you, then, you know, see ya. Don't want to be ya. I mean, seriously. You have to be careful. I'm telling you, Leos, dabbling in the other side, in the world of the other side, as above, so below, has to come with a prayer. So if you do, if you're a reader, if you're a mystic, if you're a seer, a shaman, what have you, you need to pray prior to every connection, every download, every dream, to ensure that what you're hearing, seeing, speaking, watching has the white light of Jesus the Christ. Let's go. Virgo, that was a lot. Virgo, 10 of Cups. Oh, we're happy. We're trusting in spirit. We know that our path is right on point with the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Wands. So there's an internal struggle going on for what it is that makes you happy, who makes you happy. We do, of course, have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here for sure. We could have a little Leo, Aries, Sag in their chart as well. So you're like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm in love. I love my life. But am I just showing up as that to the external world? Am I really? I feel like you're having an internal struggle about, are you really happy in this, or have you become really complacent? Because look at these guys' faces. Look at the struggle here. And look at here. This is like poker face. And this is like internally, like, this is how I really feel. This is the inner beast. Can I just tell you that if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with Leo, Aries, Sag in their chart, someone's external presence is, oh, I'm really compassionate. I'm really loving. You know, I love everything, and I do what I want, but everything I do is with love. It's a Knight. So it's a younger Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, right? And then internally, you have no idea this person's vengeance. Think about that. This is Leo. But they have inner anger, revenge. You don't see this person, and I feel like you think like they're all that. But when it comes to this, I mean, Virgo, you are totally connected intuitively, for sure. So if something doesn't feel right, you better know it's not right. It's not. Because if you're dealing with a Scorpio here, Cancer, Pisces on the back end, you know, and I know that someone could have like two faces. Someone could be two-faced. I'm going to say it. Someone could also be bipolar. All right. It's not that they're not trusting or you're not trusting them. It's just as time has gone by, maybe through the years, you're like, I have to question this person's true inner self. Like, okay, they're showing me this. And I love this because it's true. It is. You're house hunting. Oh my God. Stop the car. This house, Virgo, is the one. I know this house is beautiful. On the outside, it's amazing. But on the inside, it harbors a lot of, it's a fixer-upper. Someone is emotionally detached. They have past wounds, if you will, past resentments, past hurts that they have not shown to the world. So as beautiful as this person looks on the outside, their internal compass is all over the place. They have no idea, like, maybe what they want, who they are, their grief and sorrow is what prevails. They're so angry. I'm going to say it. Someone is angry that they didn't get their way. I'm going to say it. I did say it. I'm serious. Someone's really pissed internally because they couldn't get the Virgo for whatever reason. Maybe a Virgo's already in a beautiful, happy, committed relationship, and they come to realize that the relationship they wanted, maybe Virgo, you have come to realize the relationship that you wanted with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is like a bust. They're a fixer-upper. Comatose for me, baby. Stay, I'm sorry, don't get mad. Virgo, if you've been in a relationship where you have a younger version of someone that you really love or have loved, but they do edibles, they're grieving inside, they have sorrow, they're angry, they don't show it, they're trying to snatch you, they're saying. They're trying to snatch you. Let Me Down Easy. That's a song. I think it's Chris Isaac. For sure. For sure. Virgo. I feel, and I'm going to tell you, don't get upset. I feel, Virgo, that if you were involved or interested in a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and or a Leo, Aries, Sag, you're grieving, you're like, oh my God, woe is me. They were so hot, the sex was off the chain, and they left because I couldn't commit or I couldn't get out of something else. And they also liked to either drink or do edibles, whatever. They were on something. And or you liked the fact that they weren't 100% like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Demi Lovato. But I do feel that Virgos, you've gotten yourselves in a very youthful relationship that someone has definitely not been through it like you have, but you're so fixated on the external, you don't see, like, you can't see the light. and you're grieving because of it. So internally, I feel you already know that it really kind of wasn't meant to be. But externally, you're like, oh my God, this is the worst day of my life. This is the worst day ever. But it's not, because you already know that person really wasn't for you. And if it's ended, there are going to be things that are going to come to the surface where you're going to see the true essence of someone's resentment, anger, that you didn't pick them. All right, that was a lot, but it had to be said. You've been dealing with that way too long. It's not for everyone. Libra, what's going on? Knight of Pentacles. I love this. Keeping the faith, being strong, being courageous. Just stay focused on the prize. What's the prize? Full steam ahead. Even though a Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, your focus is full steam ahead. Don't lose your essence just because it hasn't come yet. Whatever that is. It may be a relationship, money, whatever. Let's look. Oh, it's money. Ace of Pentacles. Don't lose your target. And don't lose also the essence of why you deserve the financial abundance. You know why you do? Because whatever you have done, whatever you have created, has been with the heart. A huge heart, honestly, if you see that. You can see. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into a business, into an idea, launching, writing, art, owning a business, my life experience, how far I've come, and what I have done for others isn't necessarily that I deserve it in terms of reciprocity, but it is the karmic essence of cause and effect. So I've done good for others, but not because I wanted to show myself as, oh, look at me. I just gave $20 to a homeless guy. I did it because my heart said, this person has children here. And you don't know her or his story. Death, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The end of not having, the end of not having enough is over. Ace of Pentacles, we are walking straight into financial abundance, the wisdom, also you have been tested by spirit in terms of your discipline, in terms of like spending money and wanting to also not only spending money foolishly, but also frugal spending or not spending. So being frugal is on one side of the spectrum versus the other side, which is the squirrel who, digs and they know exactly where they dig their seeds or, their nuts. Someone's nuts. Anyway. But seriously, do you know what I'm saying? This is a true revelation of understanding. You've worked hard for it. It has come with discipline, patience, and a progression of life experience. I mean, seriously. That's so funny. A dirty fighter. So if you have had anyone, let's say Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I digress. Scorpio and or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, they're a dirty fighter. Meaning, if you are in a relationship with someone and they have the money, or they say they have the money, or they're getting money, or they're making money, or they're questioning you about your money, That's bullshit. They're a real dirty player. Strung out or being strung along. You got to ask yourself, have you been strung along by someone who is codependent on your financial abundance and or how far you've come on climbing the ladder of success? You got to ask yourself, seriously, how long has Libra been with literally potentially a Scorpio who really has seen, maybe they haven't really seen your success, but they feel it and they know you are successful. They know you are plentiful, but they may have asked you questions about your money, how you make your money, how much do you make? Like, who asks that? Your bae. That's who. Someone thought, truly, Libra, listen. Someone thought they could ask you whatever they wanted because they're your bae. Bullshit. They're strung out because maybe you're no longer in that fragrance of relationship, because there is the death here. So what has to change, Libra, for us is to get out of a place where you have to defend yourself and be the dirty fighter that you don't necessarily really want to be. You don't also want to be strung along or strung out by the fact that, is it coming or is it not coming? And while it is coming, financial abundance here, someone else is like, oh, so, when is that? When are you going to get that money? Or how did that happen with your financial stuff? Tell someone to get the F out of your business financially. And if it's not someone external to you as a Scorpio here, then guess what? It's time to reap the rewards of your blood, sweat, and tears. You're making bank. And no one needs to know how you make your money and what you do with it, how you spend it, how you make it, and what you do. It's no one's business. And I don't care who calls you their bae or whatever. So that's a lesson. Libra, own your power. Scorpio. 9 of Wands reversed. All right. We're kind of slowing down the energetic pavement of, 10 of coins. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Here you are, Scorpio. If you're a Libra, Scorpio, cusper, got it. If you have a cross watcher who's watching, who's a Libra, FYI, Scorpio, Libra knows you have money. Just saying. Just saying. They already know. A birdie told them. Oh, could that have been me? A birdie said, Scorpio's got enough money. They don't need to hang on the coattails of a Libra. And there's your bae. Seriously. Are you kidding me right now? And for those who are not Libra, Scorpio, cuspers, we're just talking about a relationship that's ready to go the distance, let's say. But I'm going to say, if you're attached to a Libra, I would say go look at Libra's read before, because Libra's a lot skeptical about the Scorp right now. So be mindful of that, because you're going to have to prove to Libra, Scorpio, if you're dealing with a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus sign, you're going to have to, like, for sure, you're going to need to, like, own it. You got to be like, you got to put your cards on the table. This card was in there, was in this stack, so I'm going to take it. 2 of Wands. So you are coming into a new understanding of what direction you want to take in your life. You already know, Scorpio, that the direction that you want to take is going to fulfill you. It is a commitment of whatever. I want to be with this person. They make me happy. I feel like dancing. I feel like I soar when I'm with this person. We're on the same vibration. The stars are all aligning, and it's a yes. Got it? The 9, just saying, the 9 and the 2, all right, the 9 goes away because it's reversed. But it's a good go away because someone's exhausted from not going right into a relationship that they've already known this person makes them happy. They might have had several shots at it, but their vibration, your vibration, give or take, whoever you're dealing with, wasn't ready at the time. So the 9 and the 2 is an 11. What is this? It's called, I started out as, let's have fun. This is great. You know, we're in a very fun-loving, independent relationship, etc. And then we have stepped up to a more, serious per se, live with you, love you forever, you make me happy, and I just have to tell you how I feel, and this could be a twin. All right, let's get my Raw Truth Tarot for Scorpios. So I love this story because of all the attempts that someone made in the past, and you can see, right, this is exhausting. Someone which I'm going to tell you right now, Scorpio, you thought someone exhausted you, but in essence, you were exhausting yourself because you were not following your 2 of Wands, your path to the truth of where and or whom a relationship really makes you feel. A solid foundation, a solid future. And I feel you were actually sabotaging that because of, I don't know, everyone sabotages for different reasons, right? Date night. So it may be time for a date night if you're already in a relationship or you're planning on saying, hey, let's go on a date night. If you are in a relationship already, this is a level up. We go on date nights weekly. We have romance in here. We know with a 10 of Pentacles, you know what it takes to keep a relationship like flowing. Friends with benefits, is that what this was? I'm saying was. Why? Because the 10 of Pentacles with the Lovers is, hey, the Lovers is, we're having fun, kind of friends with benefits, because someone has a good solid foundation, or both, right? But maybe you're looking at this with different lenses right now, because you realize, and I'm going to tell you, you might have realized that what makes a relationship is not just the friends with benefits. It means take someone that you love and that you want a stable foundation future with on a date night, and Saturday night, date night, Friday night, date night, whatever it is, even if it's as simple as cooking for someone. Date night doesn't mean, that you have to go to a luxurious spending a shitload of money on someone. Date night is about showing someone you care. Friends with benefits, on the other hand, is distinguished by, hey, we have fun together, but I'm not in this for real. 10 of Pentacles depicts, I do want for real. And some of you were with someone where the timing was off. Why? Because someone's in it, someone's not. Here it is right here. And not saying they're not, but they're not ready to commit. Someone's in it just for fun. The other wants a commitment. when the 2 are in your read, it means you have to decide, which is the 2 of Wands. You have to decide. No one's going to decide for you. You could have been dealing with a twin flame or soulmate, and your vibrations were like this on the horizon. Someone was totally balanced out, and the other was like, well, wait a second. I worked really hard for where I'm at right now. I've leveled up. And this person's like, whomever you're dealing with or you, saying, wow, I got to get up here. And that's what this is. I got to raise my vibration to, if I want this relationship to evolve, first of all, I need to raise my vibration to meet someone's willingness, and more importantly, my willingness to commit to, you know, I want to be with you for the long term. If not, then, you know, so be it, right? But you have to make the decision. No one can make that for you. And honestly, you know, it is a struggle with the 9 of Wands reversed. You know why it's a struggle? Because you're struggling between your heart and your head. And I'll tell you, oh, look at how that turned around. Look at that. Look at this card, Scorpio. He's in contemplation, for sure. Like, you have been so in your headspace that you forgot where you left your heart. And or whomever else you're dealing with. Okay, that was a lot, but it was that was really good. Saggies, let's go. Saggies, what's going on? Death, Scorpio. The end of sabotaging. You're self-sabotaging a relationship. So, as you close one chapter, Saggies, of your life, perhaps with a Scorpio and or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you now manifest what you really want, your happiness. If you see this, Magician says, hey, I have become transformed. I have transformed getting out of a very structured, codependent, fearful, you know, someone that you were dealing with, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, felt like they were in a relationship just to fulfill the motions of a relationship, and that ended. So if someone felt stuck mentally, emotionally, physically, they ended it. And I feel, Saggy, you ended it, or they did, and said, I want to be free, and I'm going to manifest my true happiness, not based upon, okay, we've been together for 5 years, what's the next steps? Do you know how many people, Saggies, and cross-watchers, and viewers, do you know how many people, including ourselves, have been in a relationship where we felt so stuck that we couldn't get out of, that we lost ourselves? And then, you know, history has it, then, you know, for some of you, or some who stick in relationships where they feel, you know, enslaved, right? Then what happens? Kids come. And then you're like really up shit's creek. You know what I mean? We don't want to do that. So for some of you, if this was an ending that you did, hats off to you. Congrats. You followed your heart. You followed your path, and you did not follow the social norm. That's what Saggies do. They don't follow the social norm. As a matter of fact, you don't have to be a Saggy per se to follow the social norm, but you're not going to put up with it, and you're not going to chase. You are not chasing a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and or a Scorpio, or anyone else on the wheel of the astrological wheel of any sign. It's not happening. Someone feels like, well, great, you wasted my time. I had this before for you. I feel in May, for sure, because I pulled this card for Saggy and or Gemini for May. Someone feels like I think it was Gemini. You wasted their time. You were together in a long-term relationship, whatever. Now, traitor. Oh, so guess what? You feel like someone truly was a traitor. I feel, Saggies, for some of you, you're harboring a smidge of resentment, remorse, only to find out, I'm going to say it, Saggies, some of you, and I have said it, I did say it in the May Sag reading and or Gemini read. You can, if you're dealing, Saggy, with a Gemini, you may want to look at your May read for both signs, because traitor did come out, and not chasing, but someone felt like they wasted their time. And I'm going to tell you also, the time that was wasted was really not wasted, because all those swords are lessons for you and or them to adhere to, meaning don't string me along. You know what? I don't feel that they did, because I know maybe you, for some of you, a certain percentage of you, let's say, feel like a Gemini strung you along, but they came to the realization, and or you did, right? It works both ways, that I felt really stuck in a relationship that I wasn't really 100% happy with. Maybe this relationship, Saggy, was like, oh my God, they fill 80% of that. But the 2% that they needed was that Two of Cups that you needed. The Two of Cups makes a relationship solid from a soul-to-soul connect. The Eight of Swords depicts, oh yeah, they checked off 8 of those boxes, but the 2 that were missing were the most important ones. You got to really come to terms with that reality. And or someone else does. It makes so much sense. But it doesn't when you're in the thick of it. All right, I love you guys. All right, let's go. Capricorn. Two of Swords. What are we choosing as the direction? Oh, well, we're really thinking. So, where do I want to go? What do I want to be when I grow up? Who do I want to be when I grow up? Who are my mentors? I don't know why. I really don't. Peter Pan syndrome, like Captain Hook. Either you love Captain Hook or something about Captain Hook. Oh, here. The King of Wands. Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag, you're thinking to yourself, I feel like someone has a Peter Pan syndrome, right? Never growing up. Always wanting stuff. Always wanting attention. The King of Wands is that person, right? When they're immature, let's say. They love their things. They love to show off. They're driven, and I'm not saying they're not deserving of it, but they haven't come to the realization of how to prioritize. The finer things in life necessarily don't mean that they have to be the Gucci's, the big house, the boats, all that. It is more about settling in to what it is that really makes someone happy. And maybe, Capricorn, you're showing someone that there's more to life than that stuff. So the Peter Pan syndrome is a boy who doesn't want to grow up, right? So you do have someone, or you're dealing with someone who's kind of like a boy in an adult body, who just sees life as playing. But I also see it from another standpoint, which is, when do we lose ourselves, Capricorn? When do we lose ourselves and life got so serious that all we see are the things that the external world has told us we need to attain, instead of choosing to attain the simple things in life, like, you know, a picnic on the beach. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This may not have anything to do with a Leo, Aries, Sag, but if it does, there you have it. But I feel it's like we got to step into a place, Capricorn, where all of our efforts, all of what we desire and what we want doesn't necessarily have to come from the external world, because the internal world of ourselves, there's a lot more here to question and to ponder. This guy is pondering those exact questions of what drives someone, what are the desires that drive us to be happy, and are we reassessing? He's reassessing, wondering, pondering, questioning himself, questioning his own desires, and, you know, why he's here. You could be questioning, what is it that's going to make me happy? What is it that I want? What is it that I really want to create? And what have I created so far that maybe is kind of against the grain? Have I really attained a place of great happiness and desire in wanting the externals? Or am I looking at, I think with the Two of Swords, I'm thinking I better reassess my choices to be more in line with what and who I really am. Super freak or freaked out? Here's the super freak. Right? Okay, Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Leo, Aries, Sag, someone is a super freak and maybe you love it, but for others, you're questioning someone and maybe it's freaking you out. Maybe their essence of what they really desire could be like a freak show. You know what I mean? Hey, you just know. You don't know. Or do you know? This is just friends. Someone wants maybe more than just friends. And maybe they freaked you out and you said, oh, I think we should just remain friends right now. The void. Yeah. You are pondering, wondering, questioning either this relationship, or really and truly, Caps, I do feel that you're questioning your own direction right now in your life. You are. From mental, emotional, the direction emotionally, the drive, the passion. What makes me tick is Capricorn right now. And do I have friends and or people in my space that, as I ponder, really, what are they doing there? Like, what is the energy of the people that surround me, mainly Leo, Aries, Sag? Are their masks coming to light so that I can see them more clearly? And realize that maybe that's not whom I've thought them to be at one time? We're all changing. We all have to change. Why are these... Okay, the sun came out. I love that. That's weird. And the Eight of Wands. So forward movement, Cappies, truly, on being happy. That just came out like that, and we're taking it, aren't we? Yes. All right, Aquarius, what is going on? Aquarius has been going through some rough terrain with relationships. Sex. Passion, sex drive. Someone's got a massively high sex drive. Some of you Aquarians are also maybe planning to go to Rome, Italy. Who knows? You're going to see the Colosseum. Some of you are taking off. Some of you are getting married in Italy. Oh, yay. Some of you are, oh, wow. Did you guys go to the funeral, perhaps? Aquarius, did you want to be involved in the funeral of the Pope? I don't know. Some of you are getting married. I mean, there's no doubt. Taurus, hold on. Leo, Aries, Sag. Yes. And 10 of Cups. Wow. You've got it all. Aquarius, what? God bless you. You have the passion, you have the purpose, you have the trust and loyalty in a relationship and a live-in in love. Someone is getting married, engaged, proposed to. Someone says, you know what? I've thought about it and realized how much I care and I want to make a commitment. Whereas maybe before they didn't. Something about, they're showing me the apple. The apple doesn't far fall from the tree. Some of you love apples. What do they say? An apple away keeps the doctor away. Some of you are rocking out. Okay, they're showing me, which I absolutely love, Moana Surf Rider in Hawaii, in Oahu. Oh my God. Some of you are traveling there. Some of you are getting married in Hawaii. Others of you are getting married in Italy. Wow. And it came with a compromise. It did. So I feel, this is really beautiful, even though it doesn't feel like, I feel that someone felt like they were being compromised by needing to compromise themselves for a relationship. Like, at what cost do you keep, like, if you want to stay with me in this relationship, you know, we have to be on the same page, soul to soul. It's not just for fun. I need to know. And that's where we're at. So this week could come to like a peak, a culmination of someone saying, I don't just desire and want you. I want you for the long term. Sex toys. I'm telling you. Some of you love to use sex toys in your, you know, in the game of fun. Yin yang. All right, they're also showing me, they just, in the game of fun, brought me to, gosh, of all places, Disney, my old stomping grounds. Like, what is it? Fantasyland. Fantasyland. Someone's telling me, is someone living in a fantasy land of just sex, drugs, rock and roll, but then comes to realize, somehow, a realization of what someone really means to them and how much they have given of themselves emotionally, physically, and the longevity means someone says, okay, so I've come to realize you or the person you're dealing with here, Aquarius, says, why don't we just get married? Why don't we get engaged? Let's do this. You're my yin to my yang, or you know what I mean. Yeah. Someone's realized that they're not going to find someone who's a freak. Like, Aquarians are known as freaks, all right? Not in a bad way. They're good freaks, right? How could we not love the fact that Aquarius knows that to keep someone attracted to them is part of them being so uniquely them, knowing who they are. Like, you know, they hide the fact that they're little freaks. But why should they expose that until they feel like someone's deserving of that exposure? And I'm talking about super freak, good. Like that Ace of Wands, for sure. So you're not going to find someone else like an Aquarian. And if you don't have Aquarius in your chart and you're just cross-watching, I would recommend that you look at your chart and see where Aquarius falls in what house that falls in, because that's where you're a freak. All right. I don't know where it came from, but here we go. Pisces. Ooh, the Ace of Swords. Having that convo. Some of you are talking to an Aquarian. Look at that. Or a Gemini, Libra. Pisces, you have been dealing with the air signs for just a minute, especially the May reads. This could also be about love, relationships. If you are paired up, Pisces, with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are having a conversation that is quite meaningful, quite enlightening. Someone's going to tell you how much they really think, or you them, how much you really feel and think of them. Like, I really see you. I really own up to this love. I really want you. All right, someone's saying, okay, if you have an Aquarian in your life, as your kids, as a sister, as a whomever, brother, someone is announcing an engagement, for sure. Someone has transformed and come to, I'm going to say it, don't get mad, Pisces. Someone's come to their senses of whom they want and what they want. This is on the stage, and so is this. So this announcement could be, we're getting engaged, like I said, we're getting married, or this could be, oh my God, I just got into a new relationship and I'm making this announcement that me and the Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini are hitched. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, sorry. In that order. Into threesomes. Oh. Shit. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, that could for real be like, that could be true. All right. Someone could be offering up, Pisces, if you're dealing with an Aquarian, this person may want a threesome. Or, oh my God, someone's been doing a sister with a sister, an Aquarian and a Gemini. Someone wants to have a threesome, or they already did it. Maybe, you know, it was like the fantasy. Oh, shit. Someone's going to confess they had a threesome with their sister, and or someone's going to tell you, Pisces, or you had it. Why do you, okay, I do have to ask why you need to confess it. Just saying. I mean, it's not like we're going to church to confess it, are we? Someone's holding this as baggage. It's not bad baggage, but someone's confessing that they slept with, they agreed to have a threesome with, so two sisters had an affair, or, sorry, a threesome, agreeably. This was a mutual understanding. Or someone's asking Pisces to be in a threesome. Or I feel it's mostly Pisces. I'm sorry. I feel 2 air signs are going to confess to you that they had a threesome. And it's in the family, like your kids. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. All right. Into threesomes, confessions, and baggage. What's this with for Pisces, please? And I'm going to get another card. We have to. Exposed. Oh, shit. It's getting exposed. And that could be, and I'm just saying, Pisces, that threesome not only gets exposed, but Pisces, you're going to say, I feel like you're going to say, why would you do that? Because now the third party out that was asked to do this threesome is harboring a lot of anger and resentment. 2 cards came out. Oh, yeah. This is harboring resentment and anger. There's fighting. So here's what happened. Shit. 2 air signs got into it with someone's boyfriend, live-in, whatever, right? It was an agreement. It was already agreed to. We're going to get high, we're going to get drunk, whatever, and we're going to have fun, right? We're just going to have fun. And then the aftermath hits of, holy shit, now, unbeknownst to me, I'm having real reservations about what I did. I'm internalizing how I feel so violated, they're saying. And I shouldn't have done it. And now everyone's going to know. And I'm really hurt because it's going to not only expose you, but it also makes you feel like you were the 3. You were taken, not you, Pisces. This exposing of a threesome is someone has regret that they even did it. They regret that they did it. Because now they don't want that, like, sister or aunt or whatever in, they kind of want to separate it. They can't. So, you know, what is it? What's done cannot be undone. What's said and or exposed, you can't go back. You can't undo something that's already been done. So someone regrets, like, getting high and going for it. And Pisces, could be an outsider looking in. Could be your kids. You find out. Now it all kind of makes sense because there's so much, like, animosity between. All right, I'm not using these. The last part, jeez, that was a lot. I'm serious. You got to comment below. Like and subscribe. Okay. I do need to put, and I'm going to put my Venmo SKU up, or I should say below in the description box, so that whomever decides and would like to donate to my channel, it would be amazing, because supporting my channel, watching my channel that's part of it, right? Even if it's like whatever, any kind of donation would be like amazing. All right. This is an overall 3-card raw truth for the week illumination, if you will. Polyamorous. Oh my God. Empathy needed and wasted my time. For some of you, this is becoming very common. People are choosing the path in life, or a path in life, that does not require accountability, vulnerability, and taking into consideration the consequences of their actions. That's for some. It does take a lot of empathy, compassion, patience, understanding as to why people make choices that perhaps are not in their best interests. But as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And when we do make choices that compromise our ethics, our morals, our values, we do need to take some empathy for ourselves. We do need to find that within, that compassion within and love within ourselves to say that wasn't a waste of time per se, because we agreed to it. But also, more than what people have wasted our time, not just the polyamorous part, but in any dealings of life, finding compassion, vulnerability, taking accountability, and being reliable for the consequences of our actions is not about wasting my time. It's about learning. What have you learned over the course of time? I love, love, love you guys. Take care.